Sponsored by Degenerates. What's happening, people? You're tuning in to Comedy by Coincidence. It's episode 164. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Chris Hippie Davis, coming to you live from Davis Studios, joined by the Florida Panther, the Mormon Foreman. It's fucking Ty Young, everybody. How's it going?
I'm good. How's it going? I'm great.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to get announced by the great hippie Chris Davis. I don't even know if you're adopting the hippie anymore.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm gonna be honest.
Who cares? How are you doing today?
I'm fucking cold for the first time in forever, man.
Yeah, you've been in Vegas forever, and then you went back to Florida, which I'm sure wasn't that fucking cold. And now you're where? In Indiana? Is that the deal?
Indianapolis. Yep, the only town worth stating in Indiana, except for Gary, which nobody understands why. But yeah, it's below freezing outside, and I don't like it. My Florida has ruined my skin. I am a Florida Panther, so I got nothing left, barely any fur.
Right. So you had like just a 2-day layover back in Florida, and then you went up to Indianapolis. What day did you get into Indianapolis?
We got in at Friday at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Something ridiculous. Like, I'm very surprised they had hotel rooms for us.
I'm at least glad you made it in before the winter weather started back up here this weekend. So
yeah, leaving might be a trick, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
How
long are you supposed to be there?
Tuesday. Not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday
like
after that Tuesday
week and a half
is when we leave.
Well, that's not too terribly long, so hopefully it's not bad getting out of there.
Just a 10-day trip, and then as far as I know, I'm stationary for about a month and a half down in Florida. So,
when last time you made the big announcement that you're going to China this year, when is that supposed to happen?
Oh, dude, that's the end of the year. That's like
right. That's
you're looking at November, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some time.
You're hoping to be spending Christmas out of the country again next year, hopefully. Knock on wood. Probably.
It could work out like that. It'll be close. I don't know if I'll be in country or out of country, but it'll be close.
I just figure if they're sending you all the way to China, they're probably not going to send you there and pull you back in 2 weeks, So.
They have before. Have before. So we'll see where the budget lies at the end of the year, my friend.
Okay. Well, that should be a fun time either way. And have you done anything fun in Indianapolis? I know it's only been a day and a half or whatever.
We went grocery shopping at
Fun.
the Walmart Target knockoff Myers.
Myers.
Always a pleasure.
Never heard of a Myers. I know Food Lion and I know
Yeah,
Kroger, but
Myers is like it's kind of a weird regional brand
Yeah.
where they're like they work in Illinois, Michigan. They started up in Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, I think Ohio, but then they also got like a couple stores up in the Pacific Northwest. So it's kind of a weird thing. But what makes them so great is that when they're like produce and their meat is getting a little too old to be sold, in order to rush that up, they slap discount stickers on them bitches. So you can get a decent steak for $6. Something that costs you 12.
That's nice. That's a discount. It's like, and you know me, I love me some Aldi's. Although Aldi's fines be hurting you, you know what I mean? Because the deal about Aldi's fines, they'll bring Aldi's fines is like a here today, gone tomorrow, extra kind of food thing they had available or seasonal option or something.
Yeah.
So it'll be there for a week and then it's gone forever. You know?
Yep.
And it'll be really good, but you'll never see it again, and that's why it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck you, Aldi's fines. Anyways, let's see what else is going on. Did you hit any open mics this week? I know. Hold on.
Wait. Before we move on, this sounds like a recent pain with all these fines.
No, I mean just constantly. They'll trick you into thinking you have options or you're living bougie and you found something new you like, and then rip it right away from you. So,
gotcha.
I had a taste for schnitzel. For a while there. Took that away from me. Shit. That sucks.
Schnitzel is good.
Other good Aldi's finds, they'll get these chocolate truffles once a year. And they come into your life. You try to buy as many boxes of them as you can because they're pretty cheap. And let me see what other ones. Oh, they had a breaded dill chicken fillet. That was just out of this world. Like the best dill chicken you've ever had with like this awesome breading. Gone forever. Never seen it again.
Sad.
Now I'm over here trying to make my own dill chicken recipes. Just chasing the dragon. So, anyways, all these finds, it will break your heart. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I know it was a travel week, but did you get any open mics in or any comedy, anything?
Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Kaput.
And that's why we shoot to keep the median high, baby.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it a median.
No, it's like I could have gone Wednesday, but I really had some shit I needed to sort out. And
you also probably got in town. You had the flight shits, you know what I mean? Not to mention any amount of jet lag. Not that it's... You have experience with real jet lag, not 2-hour time zone jet lag, whatever.
Yeah. But no, it's one of those on the way back, my suitcase like fucking exploded. So the zipper was no good. I had to take that in to get repaired. Otherwise, I was screwed. It's in repair now. I'm doing half duty here in Indianapolis because, I didn't feel like losing my precious corduroy pants, man.
No, cords are important, and you can't find them too often anymore, so I get it.
Oh, yeah. I can only find them in Europe, honestly. It seems like America's gone full jeans.
You know where I find them? At the fucking, like, vintage clothing thrift store or Goodwills,
And do you really want to buy those? I mean, the cord's got to be stretched out. One too many fast zips with them legs, you're going to rip a crotch open.
Yeah. But anyways, do I look like the new clothing kind of person anyway? Shit.
Yeah. You know me. Fashion holds a deep, deep place in my heart near the exit hole. So, anyway, how was your week, my friend?
Oh, it was fine. Let's see what else we got going on. So you didn't hit any comedy. Let's do some comedy news, man. Because this week I got a bunch of shit going on today too, so we'll kind of keep it to a shorter episode. But we definitely wanted to touch base with everybody and make sure we're getting our episodes out like we're supposed to. 'Cause keeping the schedule, keeping the good graces of you guys, our loyal patrons, not Patreons. You guys gotta pay money for that shit. Oh, 2025, great rebrand. It's time I announce it. We're changing this to the Shit and Shittier Show. No, I'm playing.
That's actually a pretty good name. We can exclusively talk about the world's toilets.
Let's see here. Comedy news.
I got a couple if you need a second to think.
I got one, so you keep them. We'll need them, I'm sure. But off the bat, everybody's making a lot of noise about Ari Shaffir showing up on Two Bears, One Cave this previous Monday. And pissing Bert Kreischer off about, as Bert put it, replacing him and Tom on Joe Rogan's podcast as his favorite go-to comedians for group podcasting. Because Bert and Tom had the Sober October crew with Ari and Joe. And it was brought to their attention that Ari replaced Bert and Tom with Mark Normand and Shane Gillis for the Protect Our Parks group Rogan podcast thing. You know what I mean? And Bert got pretty offended and taken aback. And I wanted to hear if you'd seen that or heard anything about it yet.
I haven't, but Bert, you already got enough going on, brother.
And he said it. Yeah. It's all just comedian high honcho bullshit, and we all know Tom and Bert are probably way more loaded and doing just fine on their own comparatively to Ari, right?
Yeah, But it's one of those I understand where this is coming from with Bert because any psychologist can tell you he's one of those that doesn't want to be excluded ever. He wants to be in the center of it all, the center of attention. Absolutely. And the fact that he's not a part of the Protect Our Park series probably upsets him a little bit.
Yeah, and he looks up to Rogan big time. He admits on that same episode. I think Ari's how much does it bother you that you're always looking for Joe Rogan's approval or something? And takes Bert a second. He's like, you're absolutely right. You struck a chord, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's part of the reason why Ari keeps going back. It's because Ari, I believe, genuinely does not give a flying fuck about Rogan's opinion of him.
Right.
It's Ari's going to be Ari.
And as on that same episode, while they're talking about it, Ari's like, "Look, I, if anything, I replaced you as the person that they're fucking complaining about / trying to fix. Oh, Ari,
exactly.
You don't have enough,
Yeah.
Why are you constantly shooting yourself in the foot? You should do this, giving him criticisms and critiques on how he should do his shit,
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the great thing about being a comedian is you can easily just tell everybody else to fuck off.
Right.
Let it's your own path, your own journey, and all that, new age yogi shit.
But also, looking back on it, it was Bert and Leanne who had to stop hanging with Ari after Ari dosed Bert there. So, sure, Leanne wasn't super thrilled about Bert and Ari hanging out on Sober October episodes amidst that,
Yeah.
Why did we stop doing that? Oh, right, because we couldn't hang out. Right. Got it.
Yeah.
A little bit of group responsibility there, but
Yeah. So, all right. So besides Ari continually making it awkward between everybody, is there any other comedy podcast?
I'm trying to think of other comedy podcast news here, and it's not coming to mind. Aside from Matt and Shane have been doing episodes together again in person, which that makes a huge bit of difference on the Matt and Shane Secret podcast. And then Skankfest is going to be held in New Orleans this year in November, which seems really late for Skankfest, but I believe that's just to avoid hurricane season in New Orleans, you know? What the fuck wouldn't you?
Which I'm against, honestly. You know,
You want it to be chaos? Go ahead.
chaos. The Skankfest has always been and always will be, as long as it exists, like the premier comedy thing right now. And chaos is what it needs. So there's nothing like a good Skankfest than a hurricane trapping everybody inside a venue. You know what I mean? Like, just keep the show going.
So I'm looking forward to that and all the reports we're sure to get. Also, I mean, Louisiana is a little easier for me to get to than Nevada. So
I'm
just saying.
I'm a 16-hour drive from New Orleans. I can make that in a day.
Yeah, you're way close, dude. I think you could do that easy. At least we could get somebody on the ground reporting. It's my coffee, baby. Come on. What are we doing here?
For those that's just listening, that's Chris's new pussy acting up.
Yep. I got multiples of them, and in fact, one is taking a shit I'm staring her dead in the eyes. The studio's about to get stinky. That's all I can say. Also, I think one farted on top of that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a little too kinky for me. I'm gonna check out of the hard sports section real quick.
Yeah. Let's see here. That's what gets us banned from YouTube.
That would be hilarious. That's pretty soft, in my opinion.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Alrighty, comedy specials. Amazon Prime, Greg Ferguson. You might know him as a late night host maybe a decade ago. Just dropped a new special trying to figure out how to navigate the new societal tastes of the world. I thought it was pretty good. And then, goodness, I just had it pulled up.
Ari just dropped a new special. Speaking of Ari Shafir from earlier, he dropped his newest special on Netflix, America's Sweetheart.
And you might have been thinking about Roy Wood Jr.'s special that he just dropped on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
When we think about Ari, we got to think about Roy Woods Jr., right? So clip this, send it to them.
Once again, encroaching on.
Good job, Kelly.
It's the perfect contrast, you know.
Any other specials news? Because I actually have one more that is a little out of left field for specials.
Brian Callen filmed his next special at the Mothership. I heard it was a banger set, but
the rapper T.I. is dropping a comedy special.
Yeah.
He's filming it at Atlanta's Center Stage.
Brian Callen. Sorry, go on. It's over. No, do it.
And then Conan O'Brien is going to receive an award for Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
The one award that I'm not gonna lie.
What, did he say the N-word over a certain amount of times, or what?
No, it's the Mark Twain Award's like the only award that I guess you could say the government gives out to comedy, because the Kennedy Center that gives out the award is a government institution.
Yeah.
However, nobody gave a flying fuck about this award until Dave Chappelle got it. Just throwing that out there.
Gotcha.
Throwing it out there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure it's, congratulations to him.
You guys passed on my
big night,
N-word
all
joke,
that.
though.
You know, he gets to go hang out with the DC elites. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Think about how many times Mark Twain said the N-word in every book. That's all I'm just saying. Come on. What are we doing here? We're focusing on two different things. I'm sorry.
We are. I'm just trying to figure out how to bring it together and I just don't think any comedian other than black comedians has the balls to pull out the N-word on that stage right now.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're getting the Mark Twain Award, shouldn't you have said it a certain number of times?
As a base qualification, I think so. Yeah. You know,
Maybe we should nominate Lewis.
we should. Yeah.
Louis Gay, Gomez. Anyways, going on. Dr. Evil also had some killer comedy news. Shout out to her throwing up that special. But what else we got going on as far as comedy news? That was what you had? Okay. Shout out Roy Wood Jr.'s special on Hulu.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Ooh, okay. Tyler Fisher. And it's coming up in 2 days. Tyler Fisher's dropping his political comedy special. He's a New York comic. He's dropping it on Inauguration Day. So you can check into Trump or you can check into Tyler Fisher roasting Trump, most likely. So, you know, something for everybody that day. Something for everybody. Just want to throw that out there if you wanted to plan ahead.
And what a day that's going to be. That's happening Monday. We're all getting ready. Yeah, I don't know what's to be said about that. Jesus, you know. It's going to be something. I will be working, I'm sure.
It's one of those I feel like everybody's processed their emotions about it, and what happens. You know, the acceptance has gone from what I've seen. Not everybody's kind of accepted.
Yeah. It'd be really fun. Never mind. Let me see here.
Jan 6 2.0. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Democrats. Let's go. But
that would be weird seeing a whole bunch of Democrats running around with what I'm guessing is going to be foam swords because they don't believe in actual weapons. You know, that actually that would be kind of funny. Like, see a LARPing version of Jan 6 where no guns or nothing, just like beanbags and swords and people running around screaming "free spell." You know what I mean? Like, that'd be pretty funny.
A lot of purple hair, a rainbow of hair colors, marching into the Capitol. That'd be fun. A lot of, what do they call those? Doc Martens.
Yeah, a lot of docs.
Let's see here. Trying to think of other crazy news going on, comedy or otherwise. We talked about the sheriff filing the restraining order against the other sheriff last week. If you didn't see last week's episode, St. Louis County Sheriffs, city sheriffs, right? Like all over the place, man. They bullying.
Is there an update on that, or
no?
Okay,
no.
so
You know
check
how
out last week's
bureaucracy
episode, find out.
Yeah. Also, watch next week's. There you go. Your call to action. Tell a friend also. Speaking of call to action. Hey, cat, get out of the cables. Quit chewing on the electrical cable. Oh, my God.
The tag on the one. She keeps trying to go for the tag.
Well, we will get rid of him as soon as this episode's over. So, but let's see. So Trump's getting into office on Monday. TikTok is supposedly getting banned here in a few days, along with this inauguration. In line with it, at least. This can't.
So they
really
finally went through with it.
No, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because now a bunch of billionaires are trying to buy it, and they're trying to. Both Trump and Biden are saying they're going to stall on it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'd be kind of interesting if Trump all of a sudden gains like the highest public opinion rating just because of TikTok, keeping TikTok, you know.
That would be actually distressing to me. Very distressing.
Right.
it's to me, TikTok is the shiny pill that they're distracting us with. You know what I mean? It's the gladiator games of the Roman Empire. The public want it, even though it's not good. So we're gonna give it to them.
And people are already switching over to various other platforms, not just because of the TikTok ban, but because people are finding out Mark Zuckerberg really put in so much money lobbying for it to get banned. So people are leaving Facebook and Instagram in droves because of that too.
But can we just be honest that Facebook is now a glorified contact list for everybody you know?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And then Instagram is becoming the place where you plan and post your events. Maybe a couple clips. It's like the business arm of Facebook, where that's where you try to get people's money, right?
To an extent, I think Facebook events do a pretty solid job, and Facebook groups are huge on sharing events too. But
it's just in my experience, the comedy world is moving away from Facebook into Instagram, and then Twitter's just that crazy uncle with the newspaper, or X, I should say.
Well, everybody's worried about TikTok and the CCP therein through TikTok taking our American data and whatever. Well, everybody's hopping off of these platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and going straight to these other fucking networks that are just popping up. Like this one called Red Note, which is literally run by the CCP. You know what I'm saying? What was the other one they were talking about, Dr. Evil?
There was some Russian one, but I don't remember what it was called.
The name of it. But yeah, okay, well, we'd much rather them have our data than our own fucking government who's fucking us left and right. So people are hopping over to Red Note and this other one like nothing else. It's kind of nuts.
It's all about payment. That's what it goes down to. See, if TikTok was willing to kick a couple B's to the U.S. government, they wouldn't care about that data that much. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why Facebook and Instagram, Google, they're all doing the same shit as TikTok, except their government's getting a little kickback with some taxes.
Right. And we all know they just want the tax money, big time.
Yeah, they just want the money. Give them the money.
What else is going on? Still drones over New Jersey and New York. Trump says he'll tell us what the fuck is going on with that, or will he? Who knows? We'll have to find out this week. And then let's see what else is going on. Am I forgetting anything? That's about LA's on fire still. Lots of people losing houses and or evacuating, not knowing if their house is going to burn or not,
How relieved the Hollywood elites are. You know what I mean? I think there's a couple out there who are just praying that the fire burns down their house to hide all the nasty shit that's on their computer. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't tell me that everybody is sad about this. There's a couple dudes with some bodies in the basement that are like, thank God.
Yeah, or
you know what I mean?
All the evidence for Diddy and
exactly.
I agree.
And it is a tragic situation. I do apologize. However, if you want my official stance on the LA fires, I think I'm going to have to recommend Tim Dillon's LA Fires Emergency podcast. Recently came out last week.
Yeah, you guys should check that out.
Yep. Absolutely hilarious in my opinion. But it's like we all saw this coming. You know what I mean? Like this ain't no Maui fire. Maui fire. Nobody saw that coming. It was a wet season. Like that shouldn't have happened. But this LA fire, it's like, come on, y'all have been sitting on top of this tinderbox for years.
So our heart does go out to anybody struggling with that, and we hope we hope the best for everybody involved in the situation. Dr. Evil just gave me this little piece of news from St. Louis/Jefferson County, Missouri. Jefferson County assistant prosecutor's license suspended for prank. The Missouri Supreme Court has suspended Jefferson County assistant prosecutor Tom Blank listening license indefinitely for a statement that he said to be a joke. In June 2023, Hollingsworth and other attorney generals at the courthouse waiting for their turn on the docket. When an assistant public defender left the room, Tom went on that person's laptop and used their email to send the sheriff an email saying, "You look so good in khaki pants and that black shirt."
What a creep.
But it is what else was on that laptop that landed Tom in hot water. "You had access to confidential information," Judge Brent Powell of the Supreme Court said to Tom during oral arguments. "No, sir," Hollingsworth replied. Tom argued he never actually looked at any information on the laptop, but the computer app used for the email also had access to all of the public defender's client files in the Hillsborough trial office. "Someone sent a very inappropriate joke. They had to trust you. If you don't think I'm trustworthy, why are you asking me questions?" As a result of this email, the public defender's office successfully had Hollingsworth disqualified from 19 cases, argues this delayed justice for those 19 criminal defendants, and this added a heavier caseload on to other prosecutors who were already slammed. "When they saw an advantage and they took it, I was stuck with it," claiming that this was a strategic move to get him off his cases.
However, he now has to consider that all of his coworkers hates his ass. Like, I mean, it's, oh my God,
This all started because, again, when a separate assistant public defender left the room, Tom Hollingsworth went on the person's laptop and used their email to send the sheriff an email saying, "You look so good in khaki pants and that black shirt." So,
I mean, however, you know, like, not joke, not worth it, in my opinion. Joke,
No.
not worth it. You know, kind of low hanging fruit, joke quality wise.
what we don't know is that this sheriff is a raging homophobic.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay,
saying- I
yeah,
don't know.
that changes the game a little bit.
I don't know.
Good quality joke, I approve. You know, I'm just waiting for this guy to, you know, fail upwards and become chief prosecutor. You know, that'll happen in about a year or two. And
I've heard somebody derogatorily called raging homosexual. Let's bring up raging homophobic. I feel like that's just equal but opposite energy. Raging homophobic. What makes him raging? You know what I mean? Actually, never mind. We're off it. We're getting off it.
wouldn't that just be qualified as a rapist, though?
Say that
Like,
again.
if you're raging homophobic, then obviously you got to be like have a special thing. You got to be a playboy with women or something. But you're raging, so force involved? Maybe.
No, dude.
We're
That's
getting into the
you're-
weeds
you're-
here. We're
you're
getting into the weeds.
Listening, that's a raping homophobic. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. My bad. Misheard.
Yeah.
That's what that guy think was going to happen. The public defender's office saw an opportunity and they took it. Of course, you're the one fucking around.
Yeah. You gave them the opportunity.
Like, if I was
You
working
fucked
with
around.
that public,
You found out. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, you know.
if I was an inmate or that public defender's
Yeah,
office
one of
was
his 19
publicly defending
defendants.
me, and I heard about this, my first phone call would be like, "Fuck him over. Do anything you can." Like, I wouldn't even care if
I'm
my
talking
case isn't
shit on
connected to that.
my attorney. Yeah. Big time.
What does that guy think his business is? There was blood in the water. He's a lawyer. He should know exactly what's about to go down.
So, Jefferson County, Missouri, still fucked, in my opinion. Let's see here.
Good ice cream factory there, though. Good ice cream factory. What is that place called?
Yeah,
Farmer would know the answer to this. The old creamery, the dairy creamery, it's just down the block from the Capitol there. Either
No,
way, if
you're
Jefferson
thinking
City,
you're thinking of Jefferson City, Missouri, which should not be confused with Jefferson County, Missouri, which is just south of St. Louis. It's Hickville. It's home of Crystal City, Missouri. Guess why that was named that? And but Jefferson City, I don't know what county it's in. You know, but that's mid-state. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, either way, great ice cream in Jefferson City. Fuck Jefferson County.
Yes, and that one's Bluebell.
Is it? I don't think it is Bluebell. I think it's something else. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I don't think it's Bluebell. I think it's a big one. My grandpa really likes it too. I know what you're talking about. Not Blue Bunny. It might be Bluebell. Now we're all looking. Dead air.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out. The ice cream.
Central Dairy. There you go.
Central. Okay, there
Central
we go.
Dairy. Shout out. Mal, what's up, dude? You just got
some good shit there.
She said free me.
Never. Let's see. You are my new studio intern forever. Ha 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 ha. No pay. Forever.
Hey, they're getting room and board. That's pay.
That's right. Hey, just like any intern, ungrateful.
Yeah,
Ungrateful.
Exactly.
Let's see here.
Savage of the week.
Yeah.
It is your week, Chris.
No, it's your week, dude.
Nah, no way. No way, no how. Last week it was my mom. I ain't forgetting that shit.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Shout out your mom for going to Vegas to see you and making the trip and all that, even though she's feeling crummy. Shit. Savage of the week. Savage of the week. I'm trying to think of who is worthy. Well, this is probably coming out on Monday, and you know what? I've got my fucking American flag shirt on. And you know what? There is a new president getting into office. So, real savage of the week goes to... Who's... God damn it. Who's the guy I voted for? Furman Supreme. Furman Supreme for Savage of the Week. Never winning, still doing the thing. You know what I mean? And you know what? That's what makes this country great. Because you can run. You can believe you're going to be president. It ain't going to happen. Powers that be ain't ever going to let that happen. They're going to put their guy in every time. But you can still run. You can have the option to believe you could do it. And you know what? Shout out Vermin Supreme. That's what, keeps the what am I thinking? Illusion of democracy going in this country. Shout out to you, buddy. Next time's a charm. Okay?
Especially with that name. Vermin Supreme, the king of the Supremes.
Shout out a good Jack's Pizza Supreme Pizza too. Killer Supreme as well. Guys, that's it for this week. I don't got nothing else. It's kind of a little bit of a dreary week over here. At least we're not snowed in anymore. And Ty, try not to freeze your ass off over there. I know it ain't Florida weather, but you'll live. You got this. Wear some layers.
I mean, we're inside. We're this week we're setting up inside where the Pacers play at the Gainesfield. I don't know, some basketball arena. So it's weird. It won't be that cold. They got good heaters.
Okay, rock and roll. Should be a good time. Well, have fun in Indianapolis, everybody. Tune in again next week. We might have some major political news we got to cover. But knock on wood that everything goes just fine. Transition of power, all that shit. We love you. Mad love and respect. Keep being savages. Tell your friends about the podcast. We'll be back next week. We love you. Peace out.